Welcome to Jay and Laura TV. We are Jay and Laura Laffoon, and we are here for your life, your marriage, and your family.
And guess what? It is stinking 87 degrees here in Michigan today. We are setting record temperatures for March 21st. I can't even believe it.
If this is global warming, sign me up, okay?
We're loving it. And as a result, what did we do last night?
Last night, we pulled the patio furniture out of the shed, put it out on the patio because we love our patio. We grilled up some bratwurst. It was
always
wonderful.
A celebration day when we get to pull
But we had a
everything
little
out.
incident here. This is real life with Jay and Laura. We had a little incident where as I put the umbrella in the umbrella stand at our table, a rat's nest and a dead rat fell out of the umbrella onto the table along with a bunch of little black stuff. I don't know what that would be. So Laura starts backpedaling immediately. She goes, ah!
Grace and I both did. Grace ran into the house.
She says, you've got to clean that up. I said, why do I have to clean that up? Her words, that's man's work.
Exactly.
That's man's work.
Exactly. Do you clean toilets?
Yes.
You do not.
I gave you cleaning toilets once for a whole year for Christmas.
Let's see, how long ago was that?
Do you clean toilets?
12 years ago. Yes, I do.
Oh my
I clean
goodness,
toilets.
we both clean toilets. Anyway, bottom line is, when she said it's man's work, I went, what? I didn't know there was still a difference between man's work and women's work. Here's what the conclusion I came to. Do you know what man's work is? Any work a woman doesn't want to do. That is called man's work.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you have a comment about what men's work and women's work is, you can go and join the conversation on Facebook because it's been on there all day. It's trended on Facebook, baby. Let me tell you, they're all giving us what they think men's work and women's work is.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Apparently, anything to do with rats is man's work. That's what they've been saying.
Spiders, rats.
Snakes.
Women clean toilets, and you're the one that makes the mess. So there we go.
Moving right along, here is a question of the week from a listener. That's right, one of you, this is one of your questions, and we're going to answer it. How do you handle differences in parenting? Ooh. What a great question, because it affects your marriage. And the reality is this, you grew up in two separate homes. You had two separate sets of rules, and now you've got to come together and make your sets of parenting rules. And it was really hard for us at first because we came from two very different kind of households. I was raised in a very strict household. Laura's was a lot more laid back. And so I wanted things done a certain way, and she was like, who cares? We discovered this. When the kids came along, we had to care. We had to create parenting structure. We had to create a parenting plan. So the two things we did, number one, we communicated about it. We talked about it. What do you think's fair? What do I think's fair? What do we really want in our parenting style? And then number two, this is the big one, we both had to compromise. That's right, compromise. I couldn't be as strict as I wanted, and she couldn't be as laissez-faire as she wanted. And we got on the same page, and when we did, it made parenting so much easier because it doesn't allow the kids to divide and conquer. You get on that same page, boom. You've got them right where you want them.
And they're really good at dividing and conquering. And you know what? One of the ways that we were able to come to these parenting boundaries, this communication, was we set aside time for each other every week. And here's what we found, and this is going to move us right into our connection corner. Not only setting aside time for each other, because you know what? Jay and Laura TV is about your life, your marriage, and your family. We want to encourage you this week to make it a practice to set aside time to touch base with your kids every day.
And that's not
every day.
That's not just one of you. Both of you need to set some time to talk with your kids.
You know what? I pick up Grace from school every day, and in that 15 minutes from school to home, I catch up with her. When Dad gets some time with her, maybe right before she goes to bed or right before we watch a TV show, he just kind of connects with her right there. It doesn't have to be an hour long. Your kids don't want it, but find that time. Maybe it's when you pick them up from school. Maybe it's over breakfast. Maybe it's over dinner. Maybe it's while you're praying before they go to bed. You just touch base with them about their day and connect not only with each other, but with your kids.
And some days with our older child, our son, who's in college, we connect on texting because that's the only way we can connect on that particular day.
Hey, how are you? Where are you doing? What you doing?
But the key is to connect.
Exactly. So here we go, Marriage in the News. This is from an article online called Daily News and Analysis. And this is really about long-term friendships that couples have with other couples and how that leads to a more fulfilling and exciting marriage. And one of the authors of this article, Deal, who has been married for 43 years, said that she was surprised to find that she and her husband were in the minority because they set out as a pair as a couple to make friends with other couples. They established friendships with a group of other couples that have lasted over 30 years.
You can still have his friends and her friends, but seek out couple friends as well.
And here's what they've concluded in this article, that healthy couple friendships increased partners' attractions to each other, provided a greater understanding of men and women in general, and allowed partners to observe ways that other couples interact with each other. And we have about 5 couples who we have been friends with for 20 years. We get together on a regular basis. We do cookouts. We do vacations together. We play golf together. We really have a good time. And you know what? Here's the deal. You do find yourself going, I could never be married to that woman.
Or we're not as messed up as those people.
Because you kind of look at it, and it does. It helps you realize, you know what? God brought the two of you together for a reason. He didn't bring Jean and I together for a reason. I couldn't live with Jean, and Jean couldn't live with me. And Jean, if you're watching this, you know that's true. But you know what? Jay and I are a perfect match for each other.
Most days.
Here's what and again, in that way of focusing on your marriage, go as a couple and find some couples that you can become friends with. Build those lasting relationships, not only for you and your spouse, but also for your kids. Because you know what? Our kids have interacted over the years with these same families.
And one of the best ways to do that is through your local church. There's people at your church who are longing for couple friends. Go out and make some couple friends and realize it's going to help your marriage in the long term to be healthier and happier.
Hey, it's Jay and Laura TV. We're here for your life, your marriage, and your family.
See you next week.